Welcome to 2025.
What's up, everybody? It's me, your host of Sin Vergüenza, the podcast, joined alongside my co-host,
Mr. Anonymous.
And we're back at it again with another year full of content for you guys, full of episodes. You already know, a whole nother year of time to spend together. So welcome back, you guys. I hope you guys had some fabulous holidays. Today is the first day of 2025, and if you're at work, I hope you have a fast day. Make sure you get your electrolytes up. I don't want to be like saying anything bad, but if you guys want to chug a Red Bull, that new berry vanilla flavor is really fucking good. Only here for the it actually might leave for January, because it's a winter flavor. Oh my gosh, you guys, hurry up and go try it before they take that shit off the shelves, because it's so delicious. But yeah, what are the odds that our first episode of the year lands on a Wednesday on the first day?
Honestly, it's like I didn't expect it to.
Me
like
either.
Not like a planned thing, but even though it is like on today, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, you
guys get to start your morning off, or your at least day off with us.
And if you guys are at home listening to us, shout out to you especially, because it's like if you're at work, like, I mean, we're gonna need some type of entertainment, fool. But like, if you're at home relaxing listening to us, that's just a little extra special, because it's like, wow, like, even when you're just at home kicking it, you want to listen to me. So I appreciate every single one of you listening. And if you're listening the day after New Year's, let's say you're at work, what's up, you guys? Let's go get this money 2025. I hope you guys still have a fast day, and I'm glad that we can be here to make your day go by faster. So like I said, I hope you guys all had a good holiday. I'm gonna just say this now. I always say that these episodes are gonna be short and they end up being like an hour long. This one, I'm really trying to make it like actually short, because we always bullshit and say that it's short and it's not. But I feel like Christmas, Thanksgiving, like all these holidays have been taking up a lot of my time to like actually enjoy the holidays, instead of like, okay, I have to make this thumbnail, I have to do this, I have to, like, it's just me doing all of it. So for New Year's, since I have to upload it the day that we stay up till 12, New Year's Eve, I want to like spend time with you. I want to spend time, well, not you, the listeners. I'll spend time with you guys any day. Well, all of you guys. I want to spend time with everybody. Point is, I just want to spend time actually enjoying the moment, instead of like rushing to get an episode out. Even though I'm very grateful to have an episode out and to have listeners, I just want to enjoy the moments right now. And you guys, I'm also going to try to make a churro cheesecake. So if I go live while I make it, we'll see what's up. And if you've seen it, how'd you like it? But I'll definitely post the churro cheesecake that I made. You guys will probably have already seen it, because I'm going to make it the day before this or the day of. So yeah, you guys. But yeah, so all right. I would say weekend update, but I mean, do you have anything that happened crazy throughout your week other than we had days off and stuff?
Not really. Just thankful to have like the days off. We didn't talk about our Christmas, so our Christmas was pretty good.
Just give that, yeah.
We got to spend time with my family for Christmas, which was always a blessing, Always a blessing to be with your loved ones, especially during winter time. So I got to get my gifts and shit this year. It went all out. I was able to go ahead and get some clothes and stuff to keep me warm, so nothing too shabby.
You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this real quick, because my cat's about to hit this fucking vape. And we're back from Crackhead Cats. So what were you saying? So yeah, we went to go spend it over there.
We went to go spend time with my family. We were able to do a gingerbread house, and you guys have not seen that episode of us or the video of us smoking through the gingerbread house yet.
No,
unfortunately.
you guys, a bitch has not done her makeup to take that video, but trust, I'm gonna show y'all my gingerbread house when I'm presentable. It'll be like, oh, I recorded this 2 days ago, but if you're listening to this, if you know, you know.
But Yeah, we made a cool ass gingerbread house. I think this is like their best one ever, to be honest.
To be honest, you just helped me build the walls
I mean,
and some trees.
I put the foundation down.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, it's been the best one I've ever made.
Hands down.
Yeah.
So, pretty nice for the holidays, I ain't
I
gonna
think
lie.
it's the only one I've ever.
No, last year we tried to make one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember because our IT guy made a
Trap house.
trap house.
Oh my gosh, you guys! If you guys did anything like that creative for Christmas, go ahead and tag us or send pictures. I'm interested. I always like. How do you guys feel when people post like, "Oh, pick which one won the contest of the drawing or the gingerbread house," and it's like you see them post like some ugly ass fucking cookies and shit. And you're like, all right, this guy's the obvious winner. The polls, yep, that's the obvious winner.
Bruh.
And then the fucking person posting is like, guys, that one was mine. I'm like, ooh, well, you fucked that shit up, buddy. That's all I can tell you.
I liked it because this year you were able to see that my family in Mexico did the piñatas. They made their own like piñatas and shit. And I'm kind of butthurt that I wasn't one of the judges. I would have judged hard on them bitches.
If we have permission, we can go ahead and just insert some clips of the piñatas that your family made because they were fucking insane.
There were some nice ones, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, so if we can, I'll go ahead and insert the pictures here about those piñatas.
But other than that, that was basically my Christmas week. What was yours?
It was pretty much the same thing, y'all. Don't forget, like, we're together all the time. If I pull up without him, people are like, where he at? Like, I'm here. What's good? Like, am I not enough? But so we pretty much had the same weekend, did the house, went over there to your town or whatever. We had some tamales, delicious, and yeah, it was pretty much fun. I like the presents that I got this year. Can't wait to show you guys what I make out of it for next year on my tree. You guys are gonna love it.
Oh,
custom ornament.
Sorry guys, I am gonna make for the new year my Mr. Anonymous TikTok, and I will show you guys the big reveal for presents. So y'all stay tuned for that.
What do you mean the big reveal for presents?
For your present when you get it, because yours hasn't came in. So I want to reveal on the on my thing.
No.
It's gonna be there. You guys just wait.
Now you trying to use me for clickbait. That's great. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm getting used for clickbait. What an honor. But no. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty much our weekend. So just keep a lookout for that churro cheesecake. That's my big thing. But all right, you guys. So it's a new year. Don't give me that bullshit. It's a new you because, honey, that coochie's still the same. So let's go ahead and learn about the coochie with our first segment, Uncontrolled Woman. And if you're new to this podcast, hi. This segment is a segment where we learn about the woman's bodies. Also, alongside, I've also noticed that there's a lot of things for like babies in this app and for men as well. So pretty much with this segment, we go on this period tracking app called Flow. And Flow is an app that obviously helps you track your period. It has an insights tab. It has a, what's it called? A woman
Chat box.
Yeah, chat room, something like that. A woman chat room. And all kinds of other stuff that you could go ahead and play with on here. So.
And now they have it for couples.
Oh, yeah. Now there's a couple version on here as well where you and your couple can take tests and do all kinds of crazy stuff on there together. So we're going to talk about today and learn about today is how your body shows you are ovulating. So, ladies, it's 2025 and you could either use this to dodge them fucking kids this year or have a little one by the end of this year. So, let's see what you guys are planning to do with this information. And this article is by Dr. Tiffany Jones. Shout out to her. So, the important factors of women who are trying to have a baby begins with this, just so you guys know. And it's when the egg is mature enough and releases to one of your ovaries. So, here's how you can tell when you have ovulation and a fertile window. So when an egg is released, it starts traveling down to your uterine tubes. Uterine. Here's me, y'all. 2025, still not learning how to read. Imagine. So, since it lives for approximately 12 to 24 hours, this is the time when fertility is at its highest. So keep that in mind. If you even understand what I'm saying, I'm so sorry. So fertile windows usually begin approximately like days before ovulation, but it lasts up to 24 hours after ovulation has occurred. And sperm can live in up to 5 days inside the uterus. So if you want to get active within that time period, the more sperm in there, the more chances you are of having a baby. And here's how you can recognize when you're ovulating as well. So the most obvious sign is when you're having a regular menstrual cycle, which is 21 to 35 days, and periods, which last 7 days or less. I mean, do any of us have that, like, exact, how do you say, regular cycle? It's so rare that I don't even know what a regular cycle is. That's crazy. So, here's a other way to recognize it. Changes in your vaginal discharge. It can come out clear and thin and stretchy and resemble egg whites. That's when it's time to get it on, if you're trying to get a baby at least. If not, wrap that willy up because it's about to be dangerous. Changes in the position of your cervix during ovulation. It'll feel open, soft, and wet, and higher than usual. So your cervix is, out here stretching, getting wet, doing its thing. Changes in body temperature as well. Well, basal body temperature, BBT. So pretty much after ovulation, it'll be a little higher during the rest of the cycle. And other symptoms that you may also notice are lower abdominal pain, sore chichis, a little bit of spotting, some bloating in the abdomen, and increased libido. So there's that, you guys. And then it's also like it's always different for everybody else. I wish everything could go to everybody, but people are different. So not everyone experiences these symptoms when they're ovulating. So other methods that you can go ahead and help you determine when that window is. You can do some at-home ovulation kits. I think they sell those on Amazon. Measuring your basal temperature. I feel like I'm saying basal wrong because basal's a thing. BASAL, y'all. And then tracking the discharge or even getting an ultrasound. And then last but not least, flow can also help you figure out your ovulation days. If you continuously track your period on here, give them the symptoms, their accuracy is pretty good. And you can do a lot of different symptoms and a lot of different medications. You can insert a lot of things in here. And they do give you like a little message that pops up and says like, yo, we know what happened with Roe versus Wade. Trust us. We got your information on lock. So trust them or not, that's on you. But that's how you can tell when your body is ovulating. So you guys, let me know if you guys took this into consideration and you came into 2026 with no baby, or tag me in those gender reveal posts and I can comment, damn, you should have listened.
Comment, I did that.
Yeah. Whether I helped you dodge them or whether I helped you get them, regardless of, I'm helping you, y'all. So yeah. Do you have any questions or anything?
No, not really.
Thank you for not having any.
Not face forward, but straightforward.
Do you feel like when I tell you these things, like when we're learning about it, that you sometimes look for these certain things in me? You're like, oh, I know what this means. Have you had that moment yet where you're like, oh my gosh, we read about this?
No, but while you read it, I do try to like remember to see like, okay, I have felt that, or it has been times where it has been like that or whatever, But I usually like, I don't know. I feel like once you're in the mood, like,
okay,
you
here we
don't
go.
think
All
about
right,
it.
so you guys, now let's go ahead and so for this episode, we're gonna give y'all some 2025 predictions that we have. And just know that these are predictions, and if you want to get butthurt about it, I don't know what to tell you, to be honest, but that's on you. So, do you want to do the horoscope ones first?
That's up to you.
I'm kind of down because that one sounded interesting to me. So, you guys, the first ones we're going to do are each other's horoscopes. So, we're going to read the horoscopes and see what 2025 has in hold for us. And if you're a Gemini or a Libra, this goes out to you too. And then I feel like we could just like Russian roulette a random one, and then we'll just read theirs.
So these are your Gemini predictions for 2025. if you were born between May 22nd and June 21st. And it
Woo,
says
twins.
this year will remain highly productive for your career related matters.
Period.
The beginning of the year will be good for your financial status.
Amen.
It could be the ideal time to push in action a long, convincing plan to push ahead your financial prospects. The impact of Jupiter will help you to make steady progress. Venus indicates
Shout out
that
Jupiter.
your creation vision will set you apart from the rest of your workplace. If you are willing to put extra effort, you will be fully supported by Jupiter in your studies. But South Node can disrupt the harmony of your love life. In relationship matters, you need to find some time and space for each other regardless of your other commitments. Gladly around the mid of February, Venus will bless your love life, and if you are not in relationship, you will come across a person who you will be interested in you. In the beginning of this year, your health will be sensitive due to some old or existing health issues.
Oh, y'all better fuck out there. Nope.
So do you want me to keep going? Like, it goes by every planet.
Oh, no. We could just...
So that's the first 2 planets. Now, if you're a Libra...
You want me to read yours for you?
Sure.
Okay. Where is it at?
Right there. It should have the skills, Libra.
Okay,
and then you just click on it.
All right, you guys.
But tell them the dates.
So here's the 2025 Libra horoscope, and these are the birthdays. You're considered a Libra if you were born between September 23rd and October 23rd. So your career will get positive momentum in the beginning of this year. If you are doing business, it may bring major boost to your business prospects due to the impact of Mars. Mercury also indicates a good phase to carry out the business plans. Saturn may help you get some good financial gains from your past investments.
Standing on business.
But some unexpected expenses may also disrupt your financial planning to extend around the mid of January, indicates the North Node. Venus may bring scopes for a happy encounter with your beloved one. But the period around the end of January may bring some complex situations in your love life. As the period advances, Venus may help you hold on to old and existing relationships. And yeah, it just keeps going, but that's pretty much a little sum of it.
Basically.
Let me see. Yeah, you guys. Well, we could... You want to read the whole thing? No, actually,
it's pretty long. Yeah, it goes by like Mars and all that stuff.
So for me, it was pretty much saying you gonna get this money, the business gonna stay up, but you still gotta make time, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do now, starting with this episode, y'all. We starting in 2024, but wink wink, it's 2025. So that's definitely something. Like I said, I think I don't know if it made it to the last podcast episode or if it got cut, but it was definitely working on time management, because I do definitely want to have more time to enjoy I want to say people, but it's more just like you. So just to sit down and enjoy you and like our animals and stuff, because I feel like I've been very trapped into this. So maybe now that I'm getting the hold of things better, and you know, maybe something else will make it easier within the process of editing or doing all this and that. So yeah. So well, how do you feel about yours, what you heard?
I mean, like I said, we're standing on business for the first front.
Apparently, we're going to fight at the end of January or something.
January
like that.
just seems like everybody going to be fucking fighting and shit. So y'all stay up, bro.
What did it say about mine at the end of January? Who am I fighting?
Yours is January is going to be the month where it's like you have to make time for your love life or it's going to get hard.
Right.
And mine was just basically saying like shit's just going to get hard.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, bitch, like, what the fuck?
What
like,
if
you better change your horoscope right now.
What if it's because of me? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm going to try really hard to, like, step away from my computer sometimes.
I mean...
And my laptop. It's like if I'm off my computer, I'm going to the laptop somewhere else.
Regardless of, I feel like you deserve your flowers because you do a lot. And it's like... I get to see, like, behind the scenes, basically, how you just have to edit this. And then after this, you go to a post. And after a post, you're, like... barely getting even time to like let your brain breathe. So you do deserve your flowers because you do a lot. And it's like, I know you guys might not see it like now, but as everything continues to grow, she has been doing a lot more better, and it's like she deserves her flowers for it for sure. You have done a lot for the podcast, and honestly, it has been growing continuously. Thank you, everybody.
Shout out to our
like
new
literally
listeners.
every single one of you guys for listening and making her dream come true. And thank you for basically making them have somebody to listen to or somebody to relate to. You know.
Imagine at the end of January, there's no episodes in February. Psych. Don't imagine that.
Nah, don't be predicting that.
No, yeah. If you guys also want to go ahead and comment down below any predictions that you guys have, feel free to. And whether they're personal or for your horoscope, do whatever. But yeah, comment down below some predictions you have. So if you're new here, the dream segment is a segment where we tell each other dreams that we've had when we're asleep. And we're not talking about those dreams like, oh, I dreamed to be a rock star one day. No. We're talking about those dreams where I dreamt I was a rock star last night and I jumped off the Empire State Building and landed in a puddle of pudding, and then I started, crazy shit. So if you guys also want to go ahead and share a dream with us, you can go down to our Google form and you can share your dream right there. Judgment free zone. So, do you want to share your dream? I have a dream too.
Yeah, I'll share mine. You kind of already heard it, so
just a little warning to you guys. Both of our dreams are really fucking dark.
So yeah, if you guys been listening to me since we started this, you guys know that my dreams are fucked up. And basically last night or 2 nights ago's dream was kind of one of the ones that stuck with me a little bit. Basically, I don't know how it was, but I was sitting down at a table, and across from me, like, I don't know if you guys remember 2 episodes ago, we talked about it last episode as well, but I was dreaming about some hands grabbing me and, like, taking me into the darkness. So I don't know if it's like they took me into the darkness and now I'm just sitting at a table with this dark bitch or something. No offense, but bitch, you dark. But if you guys have seen The Nun, it's basically I was looking at the nun. And
it's crazy because I've even mentioned she was in one of my dreams. So
yeah, like
sheesh.
For me, it was weird. Like I seen her and everything, and like her face was kind of covered. The blood, like her mouth was just more like bloody, and it had like dark, like black blood around it. Mm-hmm. But you knew it was blood, and it seemed like the whole actual dream was just black and white, other than myself. And out of nowhere, all I seen was like as soon as I was
like blue or something.
No, like I was just like my normal color, but like I didn't even like see my clothes basically. Mm-hmm. I just see my hands, and out of nowhere, like I'm just staring at this bitch, and she opens up her eyes, and like as I'm staring at her, like I literally told you it was like we were having a fucking staring contest, and at this point I was just like, bro, like it wasn't even me being scared, it was just like the competitiveness in me. I was just like, bitch, I ain't gonna blink, like you fucked up. And I just felt how like she just put her fingers into my eyes, like her pointer and her middle finger in my eyes, and then her actual bottom finger, like her thumb, went into my mouth. And like the way that it connects in the back is like if she grabbed onto that part and just smashed my head into like the actual table.
I know, when you told me that was crazy.
And like it happened like 3 or 4 times. But it was weird because even, like, in the dream, it wasn't like I was bleeding or my nose was bleeding or nothing. So it was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, I just woke up to her smashing my head in. Mm-hmm. And then this morning, like, all of a sudden I wake up and my nose was bleeding last night. So it's like...
But it wasn't the same night you had the dream, because you had the dream yesterday and today you woke up with a bloody nose.
Yeah, that's why it's like
2 separate days.
That's why it's like I don't know if it's like whatever happened then, it's like my dream is just continuing. So like it kind of makes it feel like the blood, instead of it happening in the dream, is just like, nah, it happened in real life, like something touched you, like. So that's why it feels kind of weird, because even when I woke up, like I felt my nose and my mouth like different, like something was just weird. I don't want to say something was in it because like no Diddy and shit, but it just felt weird.
Yeah, when you told me about the nun, that's when I was like, oh my gosh, now you taking my demons. Because, yeah, for a solid minute, she was like coming around me. So,
That bitch was trying to have a staring
and then
contest.
she's real, no? Like, supposedly a lot of the Ed and Lorraine
Oh no, they're all real.
things were debunked. A lot of them were fake as fuck, though. But, I mean, I don't doubt that some of them were real.
I feel
When
like
you're looking for it, you're going to get it. So,
that's what I was gonna say. I feel like it's just fake because a lot of people didn't put the fucking energy that they put into like, nah, this shit has to be real, you know?
so for mine, I wasn't going to share, but I mean, I might as well for the dream segment and because I might as well be open with you guys. So, my dream was pretty much a freaking something that I lived for so long. And it was just in the dream I was pretty much just getting like everybody to gang up on me. Everybody was like literally just ganging up on me, and then in that dream I just remember like getting kicked out of like a old home that I used to live in. So one thing about me that you guys are pretty much gonna already know, or if not are learning now, growing up I was always in and out the house getting kicked out for stupid shit, shit that had nothing to do with me. So it wasn't like I was never homeless. There was times where like, you know, somebody had a spot for me. So um that fear is just always in the back of my head. So I had a dream pretty much where everybody was fighting with me, and then everybody was just like, all right, get out the house. And when I got kicked out, that was pretty much it. So that's more like some inner trauma shit that I feel like just came out in my dream. But
I feel like that's the cool part about the podcast though, because like I feel like since you are the oldest in the family and everything, at least in your family, you had what a lot of like the older siblings had basically. Like I feel like even my brother was in and out of the house getting kicked out all the time, but it was just basically because of the same thing. Like as the oldest one, they didn't know how to basically treat you guys or like raise you guys in a way. So like their way of raising you guys
crazy
was,
because your brother's a Gemini too.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like you guys are very much alike in that aspect of like the control. You guys do not like to be controlled. You guys like to be who you are and not like um basically like not muted. You know, like you guys like to have your presence there. And I feel like that's the cool thing because you get to have that perspective, and a lot of people who listen to this have that same perspective of like, oh yeah, my parents didn't show me the same love as my little sibling, you know, or whatever, you know. And for me it's basically like the opposite. I was the one sibling that was like, fuck, my brother's not here, so I have to take care of the house, or I have to make sure that shit's not going sideways around this bitch, you know. So I feel like that's cool that you have that perspective. Not that it's cool that it happened to you necessarily, but it did thankfully make you more independent than a lot of people are, you know.
Can't even say I was independent because I had somebody there to always have me. So it more just made me realize like who I can really depend on, if anything. And I mean, regardless of shit, if a bitch was gonna be like out in the streets, like fuck it, you know. Like thankfully it never did happen, but I mean, and if you guys are struggling with some shit like that, like don't be scared, just tap in. I'm here to talk to you, help out in any way that we can. We can do a GoFundMe, we can do whatever. So but yeah, that was my dream. So that shit got pretty dark, y'all. But I mean, fuck it. This is what the podcast is for, judgment free zone. And if you're judging me, I honestly don't give a fuck. You're listening to my podcast. But hopefully you guys listen to these things and feel like you could come here and be open, you know. I feel like at this point, like honestly, people are just so open. Like who really cares about all this shit? Like let's get it off our chest, talk about it with each other, and let's move on together. Like we could all get the same thing from this. So if you guys have some sort of nightmares that keeps reoccurring, or a good dream that you really like, or even that dirty shit, like Y'all, I'm down to read some of your fucking freaky dreams. Like, if you want to tell me homeboy was banging you on the roof, threw you in the tree, banged you in the tree, like, tell me that shit. I'm down for that shit. I'll read it all sexualmente and shit. Like, we could do that. So go
She
in that
said
Google
I'll read
form.
that shit like suavemente.
Yeah, so comment in that Google form, drop your dreams, and we'll share that shit here. All right, now to go ahead and go back into our predictions. So I have a list here of 2025 predictions, and some of them are serious. So like I said, these are just predictions, and this is my own opinion of what I think is going to happen. I feel weird even having to explain myself on my own fucking podcast like that. Like, I hear a lot of people that, like, when they do say shit on their podcast, they say this type of shit. And I get why, but it's like, why are we doing it? This is our shit. If you get offended, that's on you. Because
If you get offended, click off of it. Nah, I'm just fucking with
yeah.
y'all. If you get offended, I mean, I guess don't be. Shit,
I mean,
this is
I don't
another
see how you would
person's
get
opinion.
offended, but people get offended. For
No, I know
anything.
that, but I'm saying, like, it's somebody else's opinion, bro. Just
So,
take it.
all right, for my first prediction of 2025, I'm predicting that all of the current artists are going to fall off because of the whole Diddy and Epstein stuff that went on. And I feel like we're going to get that SoundCloud era that we didn't really get to live on. Like, that whole SoundCloud era of music, they died, literally died. So I feel like now when these artists are getting canceled more of those SoundCloud people are going to start coming back, and then we're going to have that era where it's going to actually, like, okay, these people are going to live on, and they're going to do their big one.
With that, I mean, I know it's your opinion. I feel like it's not going to be that necessarily on that aspect. I feel like more the Latinos are going to be coming out a lot more this year in music, just because 2024, like, once you really think about it, we took over 2024, and the fact that even Kendrick and a lot of these rappers are starting to feature or have features, like Hispanic features
or
on their
even
song.
feature in the Hispanic
songs, yeah, like Drake and shit. I feel like the Latinos are really going to have a big ass impact this year in music.
Okay.
Only reason I don't feel like the SoundCloud thing is because a lot of, like, the actual good SoundCloud rappers that I remember, they're kind of all gone. So unfortunately,
you have your 2025 predictions.
So my 2025, or one of my first ones, is kind of serious. I feel like this year is going to be a lot harder on a lot of people, but I feel like at the end of this year, I feel like as humans, or yeah, like as humankinds, we're going to be a lot more together, if that makes sense. I feel like shit's going to be really put into, like, diversing races and diversing people a lot more this year, and I feel like a lot of us are going to be able to see through all that bullshit. A lot of us are going to be able to see through all the smoke screens and all that shit and be like, nah, bro, like, at the end of the day, we all are humans and we all have to love for each other, you know? Like, nobody, no group or company is caring for us.
Are you saying kind of like how they're saying, oh, they're going to fake an alien attack so we could all unite together?
I'm thinking, like, the alien attack, and I'm thinking, like, even right now with, like, the whole immigration stuff, like, I know a lot of Hispanics are scared because of Trump coming into action and are being like, oh, well, we're gonna get deported and all this shit. I feel like that's just gonna bring us all more together, because it's like I said, like, for even artists to be communicating with Latin artists and being like, you know what, like, let's put the raza and our people together, let's put you guys up next, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we are, in a way, humans are becoming a lot stronger together, thankfully.
Well,
bonding together.
Going off of what you said, well, what I try to think you were saying, with the fake aliens, another one of my predictions for 2025 is, if they do fake that alien invasion, I feel like it's just gonna actually have real aliens be like, oh, so you're mocking us now, and then they'll come show us, like, no, this is actually how we fuck with you guys,
right?
And then they're just gonna come and tear it up to be like, don't mock us, you know.
Damn, that's a good one. Another prediction I had was, another 2025 prediction I had for this year was basically, we're gonna get a lot more viewers. I feel like we're gonna be, like, hopefully I said,
for good reasons.
Well, I mean, any good reason, but I feel like this year, I mean, like I said,
Like Chris Kardashian. Any publicity is good publicity.
Hey, Chris is rich as fuck though.
Period.
But I feel like regardless of, I'm gonna try to help out, bring a lot more people in with, like I said, just doing my side of like social media and what I want to do. And I know that everything that you have been doing and devoting time to will pay out this year.
All right, another 2025 prediction is I feel like there's going to be more vigilantes. And I feel like Luigi really set that off. And it's just going to be like a lot of people are going to not necessarily try to copycat what he did, but copy what he was trying to present. Like the little man is not going to take the big man shit no more.
I feel like what you're saying is completely true, and that's kind of like why I wanted to make this whole like anonymous perspective, because it's like you guys don't have to know who I am. You guys just have to know like what I stand for, and regardless of if I'm ever replaced, like hopefully the next person will do the same thing, because it's like the message behind like the mask is what's important, I guess, and that's what I feel like he is. You know, he was a message to everybody. Okay. With the whole vigilante thing, that's pretty cool though. I guess my last 2025 prediction that I had made for myself, at least personally for myself, was just to become a better person, just to be able to listen to people a lot more clearly, and to be able to spend the time to give to the people that I love. I know I'm always saying like, oh, I want to talk to this person, I want to hang out with this person, and I put myself into I want to, but just at the end of it, like I put myself into that I don't want to do it, or I don't want to call this person because it's a waste of time or whatever. I feel like this is
more a resolution than a prediction.
But
you're cute.
Sorry, yeah, probably. But yeah, that's basically like one thing that I can see myself doing this year, is just being a lot more in tune with like my social group and letting people know like you guys can depend on me and I do love you guys.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a resolution than a prediction, but go off, sis. I hope it goes good. So, all right, I have a couple of more 2025 predictions. So another 2025 prediction that I have is the prices for gas are going to go up, but only because there's going to be so much electric cars. And I feel like our cars, anything with the actual motor, is going to be automatically now considered a classic car.
Honestly, fuck.
Wait. Before I even finish that, I also feel like another 2025 prediction because of that is that there's going to be electric gas stations and bigger ones.
Okay, so based on that, like I was thinking of saying some shit about that earlier, but I didn't think of it completely. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking actually the opposite of it. I was thinking that we're actually going to have less people trying to push that electrical motor bullshit, because we're seeing all the problems that it has with it, and we're seeing that a lot of companies can't really like don't have the technology to put it out there to be something that the public wants. I feel like as the public,
or can't even afford.
Well, I feel like we just really don't care to have an electrical engine. Like, at least me personally, I'm a gearhead if you guys don't know that already. I love V8s. I love like any engine in a car, no matter if it's a 4-cylinder or a 12-cylinder. Like, it interests me regardless of, you know. And I feel like putting an electrical engine in there, like a lot of people have said it, there's no soul to it. There's nothing like cool about it. Like, I got my Mustang, and anytime I rev it around a kid and I see their little faces like glow the fuck up, it's just the best feeling in the world, you know?
Oh my god, now that you say that though, I like see so many car videos of cool builds, all these parts, and the only things that I've seen cool about Teslas is people smashing food in between the doors.
And honestly, like, or destroying them. But
or when they do bad shit and like lock people in the cars and set them into a flame.
Literally. But if you guys didn't know, there's a shop here in Vegas starting to do actual engine swaps for electrical motors. So they will put a fucking Tesla battery inside like a Toyota or a Honda and shit. Yeah. Here in Vegas, you guys.
With just like a ECU upgrade, I guess?
No. Like, they'll strip your whole fucking engine out. Put like an engine trunk space in there instead. Yeah, and put a battery instead. A whole motor swap.
So you could run off the line as fast as a Tesla, but in a Toyota?
No engine. Yeah. So basically imagine just a Tesla battery on a Honda.
Oh, not the engine, just the battery.
Well, the battery is the engine. You have to remember, those cars don't have an engine, they have batteries.
So how fucking big is a battery?
The whole bottom of the car.
What the fuck? So,
Sorry,
I guess. All right, another 2025 prediction that I have is, all right, this is where it might get a little crazy. So, I'm not sure if it was just Vegas or Nevada as a whole, but they started making it to where homeless people can't camp out on the streets. So I feel like the homeless people are going to either have a protest or a riot or just start getting very violent because now they're not able to camp out on the streets.
Ooh, just like California. I feel that too. I feel like...
What do you mean, like California? Like they be getting violent over there?
So California now, like their law was basically they took out all the homeless people. And there's videos where there's
yeah, they made it illegal to be homeless.
Yeah, like there's videos where like the streets don't have nobody living on them and stuff. And it's like, it gets scary because it's what the fuck happened to all those people?
I know. Why was I thinking that exact same thing today when I was writing down my predictions? I was like, where did they go?
Yeah, like that shit's scary. Not
But
gonna lie.
if y'all trying to get deep, my thing is, here's a conspiracy that I have personally. Living by the freeway and like if for me, I used to live by the freeway and there was a lot of homeless people where I lived. So, I mean, if you live on the east side, if you know, you know. But a lot of those homeless people would come in and out, and it wasn't until I went to go fight one of them for my cat. One of them said, I don't know if you remember or if you were there, because I was walking up to them by myself. One of the guys said, my girlfriend was snatched up from here the other day and I haven't seen her since.
Yeah, I was with you.
So conspiracy theory is the homeless people get snatched up either by governments or by cartels or whatever, and they get trafficked or enslaved or whatever they do with them, but they're easy people to just disappear, and I really feel like they're doing something with them. And now especially that they went ahead and banned them from camping out or even to be illegal in general, it's a little sus. All of a sudden they had places to go.
I feel like it's just more like they're using them either as experiments or they just have them as vessels, like to continue the celebrity's life through another vessel.
Yep, and that's how deep that shit got, yo. But like we said, conspiracies, predictions, you know what it is. All right, so my final 2025 prediction, and this one is gonna hurt my soul personally because it's already hurting my soul, but it's like I can't get mad about it because my city's upgrading. But my 2025 prediction for Las Vegas is that Las Vegas is going to be unrecognizable, to where before we were casinos and buildings, now we're going to be a futuristic city with a glowing dome, a glowing guitar, glass walls. Like, I just feel like they're going to really push a futuristic look on Vegas, and I'm not ready for it.
If you guys didn't know this, I seen a post the other day. Vegas actually became one of the most expensive cities to live on already.
I seen that.
That's like putting us next to San Francisco and stuff, and that's crazy. I do feel like Vegas is expanding way too fucking fast, and what you're saying, I feel like it's literally right next door. Like, it is gonna get futuristic as fuck here. But
yeah, and we're used to like we look cute, like our aesthetic is cute and it's still fancy, but you're telling me you're gonna have a glowing guitar and a glowing ball, and then you're gonna start knocking more shit down around it to build more glowing shit. Like, it's just gonna look like,
I'm all for it because you guys, like, living in the city, you guys see it as like they're taking my city and changing it.
They are.
From an outsider's perspective, like I have always shown you, when we come from my town, you guys literally just look like a big ass ball of fucking lights, and then like the little Vegas strip that there is, like, it looks cute and all.
It definitely stands out.
You know, it looks cute and all, but I feel like with it getting futuristic, I feel like it's bringing somewhat of like the Vegas soul back, because a lot of our buildings got to the point where it was just a fucking brick building, square building, no fucking shape to it, no nothing cool about it. And I feel like that guitar is going to be something there. It's like, that's Vegas. I mean,
I'm not saying it's going to look ugly. It's just...
No, I know that, but I'm saying I feel like a lot of the buildings nowadays look ugly because they don't have the texture like the Colosseum of the Caesar's Palace. Like, that shit's so fucking cool. You know, it had a soul to it. So as long as they bring like some soul or some like something cool about it to make it stand
they'll
out.
definitely make a cool trust. They want that money to come in.
Like the
'cause it's cool.
Cosmo, never seemed cool to me. The Cosmopolitan, because nothing's cool about it. But the guitar would be something cool.
So yeah, you guys, those were our 2025 predictions. Comment down below if you guys have any. But we're also gonna cut out the what happens in Vegas segment. So Vegas, nothing's happening. I hope you guys. The reason why we're not doing it is because right now están batallando con la cruda. So we'll let them couples rest today. They already had a long night. So we'll come back to you guys on the next episode with our couples from what happens in Vegas. But right now, we're going to wrap it up. So, do you want to go ahead and say a little goodbye before we go for our first episode of 2025?
You guys, we made it through another fucking year. Thank God. Thank whoever you guys want to thank. Thank them. It's 2025. It's the beginning of a new year. It's the beginning. I know everybody says that it's the beginning of new me. But make sure that it is the beginning of a new you. And whatever goals and shit you have in plan, make this year different. If you're not a person that writes them goals down, write them fucking goals down so you can see them every single day. And at least, I'll give you what? If put 10 down and at least achieve 5 this year for yourself. That'd be a good fucking start. Love you guys. 2025. Keep listening to us. Keep rocking with us. You know, drop your anything, your dreams, your fucking predictions. Secrets. If you guys want to fucking drop a I don't like Mr. Anonymous shit, I will fucking like your comment right after that. I don't care. But fuck with us.
All right, you guys. For me, I just hope that this year brings you guys love and peace and safety for you and your family. If you guys are planning on going to the gym and you guys are in Vegas and you sign up for LVAC, hit me up, bitch. We can go work out together. Other than that, I really hope that you guys push yourselves to do something new this year. You don't have to have a list. If you just do one thing this year to better yourself or to change something about yourself, you already did it. You already accomplished something this year. Just do that one thing for yourself. Fuck everybody else. Fuck doing it for anybody else. If you do it for yourself, it's gonna get done. I promise you. So, thank you guys for joining us into 2025 and continuing along until whenever I can't no more. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys had a fun, safe holiday. Let's get back to this money because I know y'all been having days off. Quit your fucking slacking, y'all. Let's get to this bread and just know that you guys are the reason why 2025 is going to be so fucking awesome for me. So I appreciate you guys and I'll see you on the next one. And just know in 2025 we hit episode 100. Peace out, guys. No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la